Hello everybody, this is Trina. I am back with my latest home planner layout. Yeah, layout, weekly layout. Yeah, so this was my last one. The end of my last one, because the last one I ended up having to squish into two different, into the same video because of voice recording issues, or voiceover recording issues. So I am on to Sunday the 19th through I believe it's the 24th. Yes, the 24th. And so I'm going to do things a little bit different this time. I kind of want to keep it in like the pink tones, so I brought down my pink washi. You can see over there on the left. Yeah, there it is. That's all the pink washi I own. In fact, these three washi's are, I have one more that has like maybe take off like a third of that and leave that's about how much blue washi I have, and it's all like a mint blue. So yeah, that's all the washi I own. I don't own more than that. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Could totally do with more, especially since I'm using it all up, but I think I'm toning that down now on this particular layout, which I really enjoy. I like that I'm not doing quite so much washi. You will notice a difference. If you watch my previous planner videos, you will definitely see a difference between how I go about doing these. I still do the washi on the top, and I think I'll just keep that going because I enjoy that part. I do think I need to get different washi though, because I'm going to get very bored with my washi that I have right now. So I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe trying some thicker washis or something. I don't know. I could even put, the pattern paper up there, which would be kind of awesome. Because then I could, I know that it would, kind of coordinate with the paper pack that I'm using. But yeah, so this layout is going to be a little different. In my previous layout, I really liked how I took like the paper, and instead of using a big huge piece of paper, pattern paper, to put my labels on, like my to-do label, I I went ahead and just cut it down to where just a touch of the pattern paper showed from the above it and below it, and so it just kind of like expanded that label, and it just kind of made it pop, but it didn't make it like a huge thing. And so that's kind of what I like. Uh, I found that I like. I actually really enjoyed that, and so I'm going to continue to do that. And truthfully, I tried to do this whole week's layout in real time, and it ended up being an hour and a half long. So, um, yeah, lots of talking with my hands because, like I said, at the time I was doing a real-time layout, but or real-time video, but it didn't work out. That's just too long. That would take me approximately 7 hours to upload, so I can't do that. That's just not in the cards. So I hope you guys will bear with me with these voiceovers. I'm not sure. I mean, I think I might do, like I want to do my work ones and I want to do my home ones, but I kind of want to do just a kind of a maybe once or twice a month video, kind of just setting out my basics. And then I can fill it out as I go, and then maybe I can post a picture on my Facebook or on my Instagram as to how it turned out in the end, or towards the end of the month, before I start my new layouts. So I'm kind of thinking about doing that. That's kind of where I wanted to be. I want to kind of be planned out a month ahead if I can. If I can ever get to that point, but that way I can, make sure I can look ahead, because like in my home planner, I have appointments that I know I have in June, and I have appointments that I know are going to be in July, and I can't write those in. I mean, I can, sticky note them in place, but I can't, put them in their prospective places because I don't have that prepared yet. So, I don't know. Not washi. Did I say washi? I meant sticky note. Um, so yeah, sticky note is. I mean, it's okay. It would work. It would definitely work. But And I'm sure that's probably what most people do. But so as you can see, I've toned it way down on the washi. That's pretty much what I do for the washi. I do add another piece over onto the left side, but I mean, for the most part, that's it. I mean, I didn't overdo it this time, and I love how this week turned out. It's simple, it's pretty, it's functional, it's everything that I was hoping, I would get to with going week to week to week. So and honestly, it may have taken me an hour and a half, but it I love how it turned out. So that's I'm pretty sure this is kind of the layout or style that I'm going to go with, where I just have the thinner label areas, and then plenty of space to write in, white space to write in. I seem to really like that, so I kind of keep that for this whole layout. One thing about this whole layout is I do the same thing on each page. It looks the same, except for the very last page, because I ran out of these, like the diamond with the dot in the center zip strip. So there's obviously not enough to go along for a whole week in one zip strip, so I'll have to make sure I keep that for other labels, but I can use my paper for that kind of thing. So that's something to consider. Or just get two, make sure I have two zip strips. Most paper packs do, Close My Heart paper packs do come with two of each sheet, which means two zip strips, or a zip strip on each sheet, so therefore two zip strips. But the mix-in paper packs only come with one of each sheet. So if you want two zip strips, you have to actually purchase two paper packs. But they're cheaper. They're like, I think they're $5.95 or something like that for a pack of, I want to say six sheets, six double-sided sheets. So, your value is there. Excuse my voice, just a second. I'm not sure exactly what was going on with my voice, but it seemed to be getting dry. So, drank some water and it sounds a bit better. So, definitely not as raspy, that's for sure. It's all this talking. And I have the window open, which probably doesn't help with the pollen and all that great allergy stuff, but it's so nice to be able to have the windows open. I mean, I open them in the rain too, but it's nice outside and pretty and bright and sunny, even though it was supposed to be cloudy today. That is one reason why I don't track the weather in my planner, because it's what they say it's gonna be and what it actually ends up being is totally different. Like where we used to live, it was not bad. Oh, yeah. These. I don't know if I've gotten to the no, I haven't gotten to the ink part. Okay, sorry. Yeah, my printer is dying, I think, and I will show you the how it kind of transferred from one color to the next color to the next color to the next color, and then it started to go back, and it hasn't gotten there yet. So I'm hoping I can figure out how to get it back, and back to working. But for right now, it's still on vacation, which kind of sucks for me. Especially because then there goes all my stickers. I won't be able to make any more stickers. So, or I'll just I can't do that either, because I have to print them. I have to print them at home and then take them to the office store, so that won't work. But yes, see there, that's where I'm just taking that same layout and putting it on the next page and on the next page, and the whole week is that pretty much that same layout. You will see the last page ends up a little bit different, but I love how simple this is. It's so amazing. Like, seriously, I do. I'm so excited. And I mean, I think the way this is going to work is from now on I can do, the first page, because the rest of the pages are going to be the exact same. So I will do the first page, and then that will be able to shorten my videos so I can do real-time videos. So I think that balance will work out really nicely. So I'm kind of showing you that it's kind of messed up, and I don't want to waste it, so I just trim it off and just stick it down anyways. But yeah, my printer is going downhill, going on vacation, and I don't know if I'll be able to get it back. So I don't know if I'll be able to print and cut more of those stickers or not. I probably won't buy them, honestly, because I don't have the money for that. If I had the money for that, I'd have the money to buy a printer, right? So, yeah, that's just not going to happen anytime soon. So, or that I know of, because sometimes my husband surprises me as something, saved up or whatever. But we are a family that definitely uses our printers, so I don't know. I doubt we'll get one anytime soon, but um, speaking of anytime soon, one of the things that's going on, that one reason why I know we don't have the money anytime soon is because we have family moving up here with onto our property. It's my family, my parents, and my nephew. They're just going through, what is that called? Retirement, and they're like in a huge transition spot, and it's not working out financially, and so they have their own RV that they live in, and so we're just going to move them up here on our property, and uh, give them a place to live where they get things figured out and back up on their feet, and since they helped us when we were, needed help, gave us a place to live when we needed a place to live, I think that's the right thing to do. Not just the right thing to do, but my kids are really excited about having their cousin and their grandparents closer to them because we're kind of up here all by ourselves. So, yeah, most of our family lives in a different state. In fact, all of our family lives in a different state. So, it's it's kind of nice to have somebody to visit or watch the kids. It's kind of old enough to watch themselves now, but just to keep an eye on them, make sure they're behaving and not doing crazy things like trying to drive cars or, my kids don't do that kind of stuff, but teenagers tend to try crazy things sometimes. So, um, yeah, when we were let's see, my daughter was 7 months old. My husband got in an ATV accident, and he shattered his pelvis and like compound fractured both of his left, or the bones in his left calf. And so he had to have numerous surgeries. Like it had to have been upwards of 10 to 13 surgeries to get him to where he could, be in a wheelchair. And so, oh, this is one of those spots where where I had to replace this piece here because I didn't have any more of those pieces. So I was trying out different zip strips, and I was like, that's not going to work. So I found this on the back of one of my larger pieces, and I was like, you know what, that's the same color, I'm just going to make it work. So anyways, so yeah, so he was in the hospital for a month, came home. It happened the morning of Thanksgiving 2007. Yes. So we spent Thanksgiving in the hospital, and he ended up having to be life flighted to a larger hospital that it could actually, help him. So so that was Thanksgiving. He got life flighted an hour away, and so we had a road trip. And anyways, so yeah, it was quite the mess. He, like I said, he had numerous surgeries, and it took a month for him to get out of the hospital, and he was definitely wheelchair bound. The doctor told him that he's probably never going to walk again, and so he was bound and determined though that he was going to walk again. So but anyways, a couple of months later, we ended up having to move, and we didn't have a place, or family members that we could move in with that we felt comfortable and that our kids would be safe. So, which is why we, generally stay away from, the rest of our extended family. Not everybody, but it's just one of those things. But safety for my kids, it's always safety first, and I won't take a chance, living somewhere where I don't feel that they are 100% or as close as to safe as possible. So, And he's the same way. He believes the same way. So, um, one of so my parents were the our pretty much our only option, and so they um, allowed us to move in. We didn't have, we kind of slept in on the floor of their living room until we were able to get their basement complete. So they had an unfinished basement where it had, rocks and dirt and all kinds of stuff all over the place. Spiders and centipedes and bugs and yeah, we weren't going to live in that. So we cleaned it out, and I'm pretty sure my brother helped us with that one. But we did a lot of work. Right? I mean, my husband helped as well. So, that helped him not only feel useful, but it helped work his muscles as well. So, and that just helped him gain his muscle strength back. So that was something. We also built a shed and all that kind of stuff. We built a fully functional and living space that had a bedroom and a bathroom and a living area. So kind of like a living room with a couch and, the TV and his computer desk and stuff like that. So not only did we increase the value of their home, but, that was something we could do. Physical labor was something that, I know I could do. Um, and okay, I gotta pause real quick. So this is where I stopped, and because I ran out of stickers, and so I stopped the camera so that I could go print and cut more stickers, and then my printer started printing out weird colors, and then it printed out this pink color, and while it's a gorgeous pink, it's totally not the right color pink. So I tried to print out the heather, and this is what I got. And I was just like, that is not going to work. You could see all the yellow, and then it printed out this. I was just like, oh my goodness, that is totally lack of yellow. Um, but it did not work. And then it just turned out a mess. So yeah, that's kind of the order that I went in, and that's the color it's supposed to be. So, um, and these ones I can't even cut because um, they have like I don't know, it's like a end bleed or something on the side there where it's supposed to be a straight line, and it just kind of bleeds over, the color bleeds over, and it's just really strange. I'm not used to that, so, and my silhouette won't cut it anyways, so. I do end up using the more yellowy tone um, piece, and of course I have to cut them because I do, but yeah, that's printer's going down. Hopefully I can get it to actually work. But yeah, you can definitely see the difference in tones. So, and that piece was so, I don't know, it just didn't, I decided to put the thing up above because it just didn't look right when I covered it up. So, but anyways, so, keeping my husband, mentally stable, as well as, men don't like it when, people in general don't like it when they don't feel useful or, you know, like they can contribute in some way. And so he helped as much as he could. He gave amazing ideas, and one of the things that he did was he got a job once he could actually, get up on a walker and pick up his wheelchair on his own and drive safely. Once he got the clear to drive, then he, those stickers, those were done with a sticker or a stamp. I just cut them out about the same size as my print and cut stickers, and then I just stamped them. If I have to, I will go back to stamping, but we shall see. So, anyways, so he got a job. He's a plumber by trade, and so he couldn't do that because that's very, very, very physically demanding. So he ended up getting a job doing electronics for unmanned aircrafts, debugging and stuff like that. And so he's really good at that. So they hired him, and he moved up through the company pretty quick like. So he went in with his wheelchair and came out walking. So He was pretty awesome. As soon as the doctor told him that he was probably not gonna walk again, he was like, "Oh yes, I am." So he's our superhero. Um, and I hope he inspires the kids to, when they have a hard time or a tough time or whatever, just keep trying, and you can change things. So that's a big thing. One reason I didn't get a job was because I have been a stay-at-home mom since I started having kids, since I graduated, in fact, and so I would have had to gotten a minimum wage job, which would have paid for the children's, watching somebody watching the children. I didn't want to put that on my parents, and my husband wasn't able to do that at the time, so it would have costed my paycheck or more in order for somebody to watch the kids. So it just didn't make sense for me to get a job. But we kind of already knew that we would have to move in the first place, so it was just kind of inevitable. So, yeah. Uh, I constantly questioned my decision or our decision for me to not get a job, and I kept telling him, I can go get a job, I can go get a job, and he's like, it's not going to do any good. And I'm like, okay. So it was just like, that kind of just irritated him more because he didn't want me to have to go get a job. He wanted me to be able to stay home with the kids, and so it just kind of irritated him even more because then he feels even more useless. So I was like, okay, I'll stop saying it, because, you don't want him to feel worse. So, yeah, so as you can see, I'm filling out my dinners, which I designed a sticker a label sticker that says dinner, and I plan on putting it up there, but I gotta actually get the printer to work so that I can actually put it in. So, I really love this layout. I don't know that. I don't know that I need those larger lists, unless I absolutely know that I have a lot of things to do. So I don't know, because those didn't end up fully filled out either. Like I didn't fill them all out, but so yeah, we had let's see, on Tuesday, Dragons 3 came out, and so instead of seeing it in the theaters, we decided to go and have a movie night. So we went and got snacks in the movie, and then we came home and had our movie night with all of our snacks and junk food and all that unhealthy stuff that you have at a theater. So the kids enjoyed that, and so yeah, this is my new layout style, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you look back at my other ones, you can totally see the changes and the difference of how I'm doing things, and I like the direction I'm going. So it's living and learning, and so I'm kind of excited about that. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching.